My Soul.
Love it.
Hey, what is something called when the Valentine represent the only represent the spiritual warfare? And I don't know why, so we get up and gone clear, but I keep back and relax like an armchair. All clear. When you're here, sound the alarm.
What's up, UK? It's Natty with the official reggae music charts, and my special guest today, the one and only UK's most promising talent, the one and only Mr. Randy Valentine. Randy, welcome back to My-Soul TV.
Yes, family. It's nice to be here.
Good to see you, Randy.
Good to see you again.
You're looking like glowy there.
Yeah, you know? We're trying, but yeah.
Listen, you went to Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't been there for about 11 years.
Yeah, 11
How's
years.
Jamaica changed for you?
Jamaica hasn't changed for me too much, you know. When I got there, I felt like I just left yesterday. You know, all my friends, they might be taller, and all the older people might be older, but that's just about it, you know. It's still love, walk through the community, people have the same memories, you know. It's like the same thing that used to make them happy now, because there's still not much, so they're still doing the same thing. But Jamaica has changed too much for me, as just community, basically. Talking now musically, you know, that's a completely different conversation.
I was going to say, what part of Jamaica was it?
Clarendon, way up on the hillside, man, that was a blessing.
You taking some of the dances out there?
Every night, you have a dance on a roadside, and as soon as you leave there, 10 minutes later, they have a next dance. And we just drive around and taking different party, different sound system. It was a blessing still.
You've done a lot of TV and press work out there.
Did some press,
How did you find it?
For me, again, another experience that I always remember. There's two sides to it. There's a side where you get genuine press, where people reach out to you because they know that your stuff is moving, and there's press that you have to buy your way into. If you buy your way in a press thing, like, imagine when I have to come to you, I have to pay you to talk to you. No. That don't make sense.
No.
I'm here and then Natty be saying, yo, Randy, see, that's press. I love that, you know? So, blessed for that.
You work with some producers out there. Tell me like who you worked with.
I worked with Clive Hunt.
Oh yeah, well no.
I worked with Clive Hunt, the young man,
worked with like Jimmy Cliff, Shaka Khan. You know what I mean? Even our recent guest, Atana.
Yeah.
You know, we worked on one or two on our album as well. So
that was an amazing experience for me. I got there and he said, yo, we were supposed to originally work on the Dennis Brown project that they're releasing. Okay. And then when I got there, he said, yeah man, we have this next one drop thing. So you know, just see what you can do. Imagine just stepping into a massive studio and the man that's running it say, yo, alright, see what you can do. You know, that pressure and everything. But we said, cool, chill, I'll find something. And then I had something that I brought back from the UK with me to Jamaica. I played it to him and said, yo, this is nice. And then they created an instrumental around it within like 15 minutes. And yeah, I love it. Good. Trust me, it was a blessed experience. First ever live production for me is being produced by Clive Hunt. Good, you know what I mean? Anybody else have you worked with? We are going to work with the collaboration that I'm arranging with Kabaka Pyramid. Oh, I did a tune with Warrior King. I met Warrior King years ago in Panama, and then we met him again in Jamaica, and that was another blessed experience. And then say, yo, Randy, I'd love for this some work. You come to say, I move, and not that alone, he's a blessed individual. And for that to come from an elder who me look up to, it's another blessed experience. And I said, cool, let's do this. And we did it in Bobby Digital Studio. Okay, yeah. That again is another big thing, you know? Yeah. So it's just be a good things happening in my yard musically still. I mean, when you're talking about like the collaboration with Kabaka Pyramid now and all that, you know what I mean? As the way they greeted you, you know what I mean? You felt the nothing but their love. Real, genuine love. Before I reached Jamaica, remember before you say you have a conversation with somebody, them say, oh, really and truly, when you reach Jamaica, you have to buy your way in. Money on the thing. So when I reach Jamaica, I'm there and I'm hearing my stuff being played on the radio and I haven't gone nowhere to go grease nobody's pocket or nothing, you know? That's just genuine love, so I know that genuine music gets genuine support. Okay. And that's alive in Jamaica. And artists them come greet me. Blessed, and that was love. Oh man, cool. What took you so long? 11 years? Just trying to create this, I think. Trying to create this to have something to go back home with to say, oh, this is why you haven't seen me for 11 years. Oh, yeah. You know, so how's it looking for you in Europe? Europe right now, we're going to start another tour in Europe in early January, and that's going to be the third one. So I guess it's looking good. We've got Australia coming up in March. Australia? Yeah, we're going to do another. Have you never been out there? Never been. So what's the feedback? Have you know they love reggae music? Yeah, they love reggae music out there, and like I said, genuine music gets genuine support, and it's getting love out there. So they said, okay, come and showcase the stuff. And we're going to be there in March. Okay, so you're looking at March, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So between now and March, you know what I mean? Have you got anything lined up in the UK? I've got something for show, show-wise. Do we have shows lined up for the UK? I'd have to go and double check. I'd have to go double check to confirm that. What I do know is that we're we're more focused on working on the EP.
Okay, another EP.
Yeah.
Okay,
EP.
so we're not going to talk about the album then. I'm always on your case about the album.
We can talk about
so when we're going to get the album
until next year. You know, I know for a fact that even the album itself is ready because we've been creating music for years. So we can go into the studio now and say, okay, this could be the album. But because we're more concept based in our music, we're going to go and create it. So when the time comes to create the album, I think that opportunity will present itself. It's not just to create music, just to go drop it out and say, what's in my album, yeah. It's a vibe thing for us. So the EP that we're going to work on now, our next project, this is where music's taking us. Yeah, follow the journey. We're reaching a Mad Professor.
Okay.
Mad Professor and Rewa Studios, and Joe, which is Mad Professor's son. Bridging, and my first studio that I worked in, with me and Blemish, that was where our studio was based, right in Mad Professor's place. So it's funny that we go back there and he said, yeah, the thing will work. Let's do a project. On your way back from Jamaica, you stopped in the US. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Was that a musical journey as well? That was a musical journey. On my way to Jamaica, I stopped in the US. Okay, on your way back, I stopped in the US. Okay. Yeah, we spent like 5 days in the US first, doing the first major promo tour for the States. We linked up with Soundchat Radio, linked up with Mighty Crown, linked up with Downbeat, Tech 9, Junior Radigan, all these big DJs over there that I look up to listening. They're now listening to my music casually saying, you're right at the thing. It's good. So last time I spoke to you, you know what I mean, and we were saying like your goals, you know what I mean, you've reached them now. Yeah. You know what I mean? What are your targets? What more? What more? Somebody asked me this in Jamaica, and I think I really realized that there's no end game in what we're trying to do with the music. There's no end game. We're trying to reach us, we've made it and it's done. We really just want to keep on growing, and the more we grow, the better it becomes for me and for everybody that's around me, and everybody that listens to the music. So we just want to keep on doing that. And that's my goal still. Okay, so basically, what would you say to all your fans out there, or anybody who's in the reggae music, who's sort of like stepping in the game? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just to keep going for what they're going. Just keep on going for what you believe in. I see what that can do, you know. And you put the work in, and you need a team. You have a team around you that believe in your vision, and now it's no longer your vision. It's a movement, and you have a team, and you work towards that, and that works. It actually works, you know. So yeah. Do that, man. I love my team. Cool, no, man. You know what I mean? Of course. My team is just, I'm just so blessed. No, yeah, I know you. I know you alone, I do your thing from your order. So know that I'm out there listening to you in Radio Land due to you and the work of your team. It's something that says so hard work, and big up your team. Yeah, big up my team. Up your team. By the way, Natty, I must tell hello. Yes, I must tell hello. And you met Sophia. Yeah, when I met Sophia. You know what I mean? She's nice. Very good first impression. Yeah, well, you know what I mean? You better wake up, you're living in a dream. If you think another man more rock and come in, you're gonna lose your life. So Randy, you know what I mean, treat her right, the video, you know, loving it, feeling it, you know what I mean? How long did it took you to get that together? How long to take it to get together? It took us a week to probably create the idea, but to film it, it took us a day. Wow. And then it took us another day to film Lock Me Up. You know, we just went to my manager, my brother, my friend, Blemish. Went to his house and just filmed it in his backyard. I don't know the guy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Never met him. Yeah, we just filmed it in his house and we released it in Jamaica. We launched it on the 5th of December, just like last week. And launched it on Onstage TV, CVM TV. That was a major thing for me, you know. So imagine your first time in Jamaica and you're chilling with your family. And your grandmother phoned you. I said, "Me just see you on the TV." Yeah, well, it must have been a good feeling. Yo, it was a blessing, you know. So it's doing well. That's doing well. Launched it on Reggaeville in Europe, so it's doing well in Europe as well. So that alone in itself is handling itself. And then we got another project that we're going to be releasing for the new year. More new music. One single video, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, you know I'm keen for that. Later, but yeah. Collaboration, me, you, Christopher Ellis. Christopher Ellis, big up Christopher Ellis. Yeah, you have to. That. You know I'm in there though. Yeah, man. Okay. Chorus and everything. Alright, cool. I mean, a collaboration I'm working on that we're going to be releasing next year with Major Lazer. You know Major Lazer? Yeah. So that's a major business. They just linked me from the producer that produced the EP, Break the Chain. He works alongside Major Lazer and then informed me, I said, yo, we have a rhythm, Randy, yo, this I want a chance, and I take it. So big up Junior Blenders. I did the tune, sent it back, and then on my way back to the UK, he just sent me a message on Facebook and said, yo, watch a video at official. So it's a good way to, you know, come home to good news.
Listen, your fans, you know what I mean? Your fan base is billion, you know what I mean? How can people can get at you right now?
You can find me on Instagram, Randy Valentine. On Facebook, Randy Valentine. On Twitter, RV_Randy. RV_J. I remember the last time I tell you this, you said, oh, RV. RV_JOAT. And if you miss all of that information, you can just check on my website, which is randyvalentine.com or hempire.com, and it's all there. Blessings.
Randy, once again, big respect for coming in,
man,
you know what I mean?
Man. Oh, he is family, man. Anytime.
It's good to see you, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah?
Blessed family.
So there you go, Randy Valentine, UK's most promising talent, you know what I mean? Don't forget to tune in to me every Saturday night. We'll be counting down the UK's only official reggae chart, the Mi-Soul Top 20 Reggae Countdown. Peace.
Tell them you're ready, but them never listen to what you never heard.